Good morning. Today, no coffee because Casey decided to play on top of the calendar box. I need to make the coffee. We play later. Okay? Good morning, everyone. Today is day 20 of the calendar and we are going to Tanzania. Okay, it's another washed blackberry jam, oolong tea, honey. Okay, today I want to brew the coffee in a different way. So today I decided to use the Melodrip. So this is the Melodrip. This is just like an accessory to lift it and to make it steady on top of the brewer. So Melodrip is a device, is an accessory that helps you to, let's say, have a controlled flow with a low agitation. Basically, you put the water on top. The device has a beehive shape on top that split the water and make it drip. Make it drip on top of the coffee. And this basically reduce a lot the agitation and give you more control when you pour the water on top of the coffee, basically. We will see this later in a minute. The only thing I want to say about Melodrip is that for me, in my opinion, it doesn't work with every coffee, especially with washed, so the one we have today. So now let's see how it works, because by default, let's say when you use Melodrip, you are allowed to go finer, because creating less agitation, you basically you need to go finer. You need to contact surface and a bit of contact time, as always, but a lot of contact surface, because every less agitation, you use the finer grind size to extract the coffee. Because if you use a regular grind size like the one we're using these days, basically you don't extract a lot. You have a low extraction because there is no agitation. Agitation is a part, important part of brewing. So without agitation, you can grind finer. The problem of grinding finer with washed coffee that don't drain fast, you have a very slow brew. Slow brew, and you can have a low TDS as well, and 5 minutes, 6 minutes brew, and the coffee never tastes good. That's in my opinion, that's what I found during these years. I have this since 2021, so I don't use it a lot, but sometimes I use it, and I found that with a fast, natural, anaerobic fermented coffee that drains super fast is actually very useful, because in that case you can grind finer this kind of coffees. You gain a bit of contact time, and but with less agitation, so you don't extract a lot from these coffees that can extract easily. So for washed is different. So how are we gonna do this? That's my question. Okay, let's go finer anyway. Okay, let's do 20 clicks. Okay, 1. Okay, so 20 clicks. Usually when I brew with Melodrip and, as I said, like natural fermented very fast coffee, I do, for example, in between even 15 sometimes, like very fine I can go, 17, 18. So let's try 20, and then I tell you my approach when I brew washed using as well the Melodrip. Okay, let's grind the coffee. Coffee is ready, so we are 20 clicks. So we start to get quite fine. Okay, and as I said, this is important for when you brew with a Melodrip. Okay, so the brewer I choose for brew the coffee is the Orea Narrow with the fast base, because I need something fast. And I need something fast because we have a wash coffee that we ground way finer than usual. So I need something fast to compensate, let's say, this resistance that I will have in the paper filter. Paper filter, I'm using the Kalita Wave, it's the 185. You can use the flat as well, but I prefer to use this because usually this gives me a faster flow than flat. Okay, if you use Sibarist, no, it will change. It will be faster Sibarist, but I like to brew it with the Kalita. Okay. Now, let's say the pouring pattern, the brewing method, okay? You're using Melodrip. Let's say that you can use Melodrip for the entire pour pattern, for the entire pouring. But as I said, if I use it with a wash coffee, I won't extract anything, basically. My TDS will be, for example, lower than 1, even if I want fine, and coffee is not tasting good. So what we're gonna do, basically, we're going to use the Melodrip only at half of our brewing, okay? Half or at the end of our brewing. Because in this way, we can control at the end the agitation and limit the extraction. Okay, so for example, if I decide to do, I don't know, 15 grams of coffee, and I decide to do, okay, so I washed, let's keep it the 60 grams liter ratio, so 15 to 150. What I will do, okay, I will do bloom with a free pour, so no Melodrip, and I will do all the first one, like another 50 or another 250, so I have a total of 150 grams of water without Melodrip, and then after that adding the Melodrip and using it to control the extraction. So we are able to extract at the beginning, okay, with agitation. Just always be careful because we are finer grind size. So let's try to do this. Let's do. Okay, that's my 15 grams. And I'm gonna pour 50 grams of blooming. The water temperature is at 94 degrees Celsius. Okay. I did 50. So for example, if now I will use the Melodrip, the all brew, for the all brew, I want to achieve a good cup of coffee. You can try, if you have it, you can try it and with a wash, and then you tell me, because I'm curious to understand also your way to brew with a Melodrip. So I'm going to pour another one, another 50 grams. Okay, maybe we are 100. Okay, the drainage is quite okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another 50 grams. Without the Melodrip. Okay, now finish the drain. We place the Melodrip on top. Of course, this is going to have, the way I use it with the support is going to have a weight on top of the brewer, so I have to zero the scale. You know that we have 150, we need to arrive to 250, so I place the Melodrip and I zero the scale. Now I know that I need to pour 100 grams of water, and I will put it on top. So same, you need to go circular, because depending on where you pour the water, the device is going to drip. Okay, let's put the 50. So yeah, I also use Calita with this Melodrip as well. I like it because creating less agitation, let's say less ground coffee goes to the ridges in between, so I will have a better extraction, a better contact time, better contact surface, and more uniformity. So yeah, let's do the last 50. So basically with the Melodrip, no matter how fast or aggressive I go with the water from the kettle, the device is going to control it. It will drip, you know, making drops. Creating less agitation. So grinding finer is essential. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's see, like long brew, of course, because we are finer. Okay, the aroma. It's very sweet, not very intense. That depends about the coffee. Cool down a bit. Let's see if we did, if I did a good job. Okay, it doesn't taste right. It's very, yeah, very ITDS. All right, so in this case, it's super powerful. It's very extracted the coffee, so it doesn't taste right at all. We achieved 1.74. It's really, really high. Okay, 175. So what I will do here is, okay, let's first of all, okay, based on what I explained in the past video, let's see if, here I need to bypass a bit more. So let's see if the coffee is over extracted, okay? So I will put, okay, let's say 60, okay. Usually what I do is a 10% bypass. So if I have 60 here, I bypass with 6 grams of water. But because here the TDS is very high, I usually use this when I am like 1.50%, okay, 1.55, 60 as well, yes. but here we are 75. So I will do probably 20%. So I will add 12 grams of water to bypass. Okay. Now we shouldn't have a strong TDS. Let's see. Taste-wise, in the meantime, okay. Flavor-wise, open a bit more. Also the aroma. See, now we put TDS in a more reasonable number. So it's 136, 137. Okay. Flavor-wise, it's not bad. It's a bit over extracted. Okay. But not that much. So what we can do, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to reset everything. And for example, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to have the blooming and the first pour without Melodrip, and then the other 3 pours with the Melodrip. And let's see what happens. Okay, we're ready to go again. So let's do same coffee, same grind size, same ratio, same water, same everything, but we're changing the pouring with the Melodrip. So before we did 50 blooming, then 50, then another 50, and then the last 100 with the Melodrip. Now we're gonna do the blooming free without Melodrip, a second pour without Melodrip, and then 150 grams of water with the Melodrip. So let's see in this case how it's going to change our brew, our strength, and the extraction. All right, so let's go. Water always at 94. Okay. But anyway, with the high strength that we achieved after bypass, the taste is a bit bitter, but not extremely bitter. So it means that anyway, with the Melodrip, we're able to control this extraction without problem. Now, let's give another one. Then also, this really depends on the coffee you're using. Some coffee extract more, some coffee extract less. Okay. Now after this, we put the Melodrip on top. Okay. 0. And let's go. Here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to split also the pours. Let's just change the Melodrip variable. Let's see with the same pouring pattern, is going to be the same or similar, because we already changed these 2 pours, so I don't want to do more changes. Always change one variable at a time. And we saw that also the pouring pattern is an important variable. And not only the ratio, the quantity of water, also how you pour it can massively change the dynamic of extraction and of course the result in the cup. Okay. Yeah, we can go with the last one. Perfect. I found the aroma a bit more open than the previous one. Okay. Okay. The aroma is a bit more open, and I found brighter and sweeter. So maybe we got a good result, a better result than the previous one. I like when things are not quite right, because it's good to don't have good cup of coffee and then modify it and fix it. You know, that's the beautiful thing of brewing coffee. Oh wow, yeah, way better. All right. I think we got it. Taste-wise, it's good. I'm curious now to see how is it TDS. Wow. Okay. All right. So TDS is 149. Okay. So we saw from 175 to 149. It's a big step, and that only by changing these two pours, so switching, having more Melodrip rather than free pour. So I'm wondering, like, if this coffee I can use Melodrip all the time, to be honest, at this point, because maybe I will get something like a 135 if I also use the Melodrip for all the pours. So it's good. It's good, but you need to understand that sometimes for some wash coffee that is not the case, because in the past that's what let's say my datas that I took in the past, that with washed you struggle a bit more, but with this coffee is actually pretty good. The drainage was very regular, so also the dripper is very important. As I said, get the faster dripper as possible, because if you use a device that is not fast enough, you might risk to have a bit of stalling, clogging, and then the contact time is going to be higher, so longer. It's not good. So yeah, you need a faster dripper, and then you balance this contact time with the final grind size. Very happy about this cup. Super sweet, and the mouthfeel is really good. So what is the advantage of the Melodrip? Okay, now if you don't have it and you say, okay, but should I get it? Should I not get it? What I'm saying is it's a nice device. It's not essential for brewing, but for some coffees it's good to have it, because you can highlight more characteristic of certain coffees. So I think it's an accessory that is good to have. Not maybe at the beginning, like if you start now brewing, forget about that. Let's focus on other variables and enjoy pouring like with your kettle, free pour. But in the future, if you have a budget to get more accessories, why not? It's good to have it. So yeah, it's it's a nice device. You can achieve usually higher sweetness, higher mouthfeel from the coffee. If you don't get it when you pour with just a kettle, it's just because using more contact surface, but without agitation, you can extract a lot of solutes, but you avoid the heavy compounds, the one that give you astringency, also bitterness. I mean, they're going to be extracted, but will be limited the extraction of them. So yeah, it's a good device. It's not essential, I will say, but I think it's interesting. For sure, you can do a good use of it. It's perfect. This is good coffee. Okay, now I'm going to enjoy it. This one, I don't know. I bypassed it a bit. When I was resetting, I bypassed this cup a bit to drop the TDS. It's okay when it's bypassed. It's I don't know. It's a bit flat. It's very, I don't know how to say. It's balanced. Yeah. It's I don't know. It doesn't taste 100%. I mean, tasting this is completely different. I think it has a lot of has some bitter compounds because I can feel them in my mouth. It's a bit dry, but also that sensation of medicine, you know, like when you get a medicine, the bitter sensation that you have in your mouth. Of course, there are other flavors, but it's not 100%. I will say I'm happy with this. I mean, after this, no, I'm not happy. But if someone gives me this cup of coffee, I'm not going to complain 100%, okay? I will still enjoy it. But in this one is way, way, way better, okay? So, and this by controlling more the brew, using more Melodrip with the coffee. So reduce the agitation and the extraction basically of bitter compounds. So yeah, but we still had a good strength with this coffee. So I'm happy. Perfect. That was the brewing method and the coffee for today. And yeah, I wish you a very good day. I will see you tomorrow. Day 21, we are almost at the end. A bit sad, but also I'm happy because I can't wait to start a new series of brewing. So I'm also excited. See you tomorrow with another coffee, another brewing method, and another day. So, ciao.